Good morning, students. Now we are in our next chapter. Okay, according to your syllabus in Standard 7 in Maths subject, for half yearly exam, first chapter has been completed. Okay, that was integers, representation of integer on the number line, adding the integer, subtraction, multiplication, division, and okay, the difficult fundamental operation. Simplification also we have checked in our previous class. Simplification, parenthesis, simple bracket, okay, vinculum, square bracket, bar bracket, etc. Okay, everything we have completed, but one major thing is doing the practice again and again. That is major thing for the student. If you want to get more and more knowledge in maths, student, since maths is the logical subject, okay, that is logical. Think yourself, do the work again and again, then you will be better in maths. Okay, now okay, we are in second chapter. The name of second chapter, according to your syllabus, is fraction and decimal number. Fraction and decimal number. Okay? So first we should mind, you know better what do you mean by fraction from your previous class, standard 5, standard 4, standard 6, etc. A part of whole is called a fraction. 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 Sound clear hai? A part of whole is called a fraction. A part of whole is called a fraction. Okay? A part of whole is called a fraction. Okay? Understood, student? A part of whole is called a fraction. We can take the simple example just like junior. A student, suppose that this apple bought by you from the market during coronavirus disease spread in our district. Suppose that मेरा एप्पल खराब हो जाता है. Okay? Okay, understood? Okay? How many apple here? One. You can write. Now you want to divide this apple into two parts because one is Rohan, another is Mohan. Okay? They want to divide this apple into two equal parts. Okay? So you will divide in this way. Now one part will take Rohan. Okay? So you want to give the share of Rohan here. So Rohan will take half. What? Half. Why you are writing half? Why you are writing half? Because apple is one and person's hair two. So one apple is divided into two parts. So you are writing 1/2. Try. There is nothing except of simple thing just like गोली गोली. जैसे बच्चा खेलता रहता है, इसके अलावा ये कुछ भी चीज नहीं है. आपको सिर्फ सोचना है डीप से. Okay, you are writing here 1/2. Why? Because apple is one. It means whole is one. Apple is one. It means whole thing is one. You should mind. Apple is one. It means whole thing is one. Persons two. So you want to divide, okay, this whole into two parts. Now come on slowly in this language. So you want to divide this whole into two parts between Rohan and Mohan. Okay. Rohan will get how much? Then half of apple. Here half of apple, it means half of the whole. It means half of the whole. Whole is one because apple is one. Persons two. So you are going to divide this. If you are writing the number in this way, that is called fraction. That is called fraction. That is called fraction. Now you can take another example. Suppose that this is chapati developed by your mother. ये तो रोटी है भाई, आपके मम्मी ने बनाई. कहां बनाई होगी? तावे में, है ना? ये तो रोटी है, सिंगल रोटी है, सिंगल चपाती है. You want to divide it into 4 equal parts. Okay? 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you are 4 brothers and sisters. Okay? 4 brothers and sisters all together in your family. Tunna Munna Dhol Puchuka. 4 brothers and sisters in your family. Tunna Munna Dhol Puchuka. Okay? Now you want to divide this chapati into 4 equal parts. A student, chapati is 1. Chapati is 1. Brothers are 4. Brothers are 4. Okay? You want to divide it. One brother is Tunna. One brother is Tunna. Here Tunna's share, a student, 1/4. Tunna's share is 1/4. Tunna का हिस्सा होगा. Why you are writing 1/4? You can guess yourself. How you are writing 1/4? Because bread chapati is 1. Chapati is 1. That means whole is 1. That means whole is 1. Persons 4. You want to divide the whole into 4 equal parts. So you are writing 1/4. Each person will get 1/4. Now, think about these two numbers. 1 and 1/4. 1 is the whole. 1/4 is the part. 1 is the whole and 1/4 is the part. 1 is the whole and 1/4 is the part. Similarly, 1 is the whole and 1/2 is the part. Okay? Okay, understood now? In this way, you can think this definition yourself. What is fraction? A part of whole is called a fraction. A part of whole is called a fraction. How a part of whole is called a fraction? You can develop the suitable definition yourself, student. कर सकते हैं ना? कर सकते हैं ना आप लोग? बैठ गए ना दिमाग में? Now, student, we should think about the next word. Decimal. Okay? Decimal. Decimal. Suppose that these are two number 1 and 2. Okay? If you are dividing 1 into 10 equal parts, then you will write 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. Okay? Then you will write 2. Okay? No, no, 1. 0.9. After? Okay, 1. 0.9, then 1. Okay. So this type of number is called decimal. This type of number is called decimal. So fraction and decimal related to these two words, we will do some work. Okay? This is our lesson. Decimal and fraction. A student, have you heard the word numerator and denominator? Numerator and denominator, have you heard the word? If you are writing 3 upon 4, this is the fraction. So 3 is numerator and 4 is denominator. Okay? Understood now? Numerator and denominator? Now, student, we should think about decimal fraction. Class of fraction you have heard before. Class of fraction. Something we should discuss shortly. Class of fraction. Class of fraction. Class of fraction. First proper. First proper. I mean proper fraction. What is this? If you are writing 3 upon 4, if you are writing 7 upon 9, okay? If you are writing 5 upon 7, okay? Can you think? In 3 upon 4, 3 is numerator and 4 is denominator. Numerator is less than denominator. Similarly, in 7 upon 9 and 5 upon 7. Okay? Each fraction, okay, have the denominator larger than the numerator. Okay? The denominator larger than their numerator. So this type of fraction is called proper fraction. Now, can you say the definition of proper fraction? The fraction whose numerator is less than its denominator, that is called proper fraction. Now, student, second type of fraction, improper. Improper. Improper fraction, student. If you are writing 4 upon 3, okay? If you are writing 9 upon 7, if you are writing 7 upon 5, okay? Now you can say now 4, 9, 7, they are larger than 3, 7 and what? Okay? Here 9 is larger than 7. Here 7 is larger than 5. It means numerator is larger than denominator. So this type of fraction is called improper. Now student, third major type of fraction, proper, improper, then mixed. Mixed fraction. Mixed fraction. Now, if you are writing 4 upon 3, then you can change it into mix. How? 4 divided by 3. 3 1 ja 3. You are getting remainder 1. Now you will write one whole number 1 upon 3. One whole number 1. Okay? If you are writing 24 upon 5, okay, you can change it. 24 divided by 5, 5 4s are 20, remainder is 4. So your answer will be 4 whole number 4 upon 5. 4 whole number 4 upon 5. Second, 4 whole number 4 upon 5 instead of 24 upon 5. Student, this type of fraction is called mixed fraction. Now we should think why they are mixed. Why they are mixed? Why they are mixed? If we are writing one whole number 1 upon 3, that means 1 plus 1 upon 3, 1 plus 1 upon 3, that is one whole number 1 upon 3. If you are writing 4 whole number 4 upon 3, oh 4 upon 5, that means 4 plus 4 upon 5. Okay. Now student, 1 is whole number, 4 is whole number. Student, 1 upon 3 is proper fraction. 4 upon 5 is also proper fraction. So, sum of whole number and proper fraction is called mixed fraction. Sum of whole number and proper fraction is called mixed fraction. Sum of whole number and proper fraction is called mixed fraction. Okay? Understood the mixed fraction? Now, fourth measure. Take down the definition. Sum of whole number and proper fraction. Take down sum of whole number and proper fraction is called mixed fraction. Mixed fraction. Sum of whole number and proper fraction is called mixed fraction. Whole part and mixed part, fractional part. Okay? Understood? Understood? Oh, this is a simple one now, student. Fourth, that is called unit fraction. Unit fraction. Just like proper fraction, unit fraction. Why? This type of fraction. 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 7, 1 upon 9, etc. The fraction having the numerator only 1. The fraction having the numerator only 1. That type of fraction is unit. Okay. A special name given here. Unit fraction. 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 7, 1 upon 9. Because all fractions, okay, having the numerator only 1. So this is called unit. Now student, fifth number. Decimal fraction. Decimal fraction. Decimal fraction. Think about this. If you are writing 3 upon 10, if you are writing 7 upon 100, if you are writing 125 upon 1000, okay, 125 upon 1000, etc. Now discuss about these type of fraction. First fraction 3 upon 10. 3 is numerator, 10 is denominator. 3 is less than 10. So this is called proper fraction. But its denominator is 10. What is 10? 10 is the smallest number of 2 digits. 10 is the smallest number of 2 digits. Similarly, 100 is the smallest number of 3 digits. 1000 is the smallest number of 4 digits, etc. Okay. In this way, we can say if the fraction having the denominator the smallest number, the smallest number 2 digit, 3 digit, 4 digit, 5 digit, etc. That type of fraction is called decimal fraction, because we can convert it in decimal form directly. Here in denominator number of 0 is 1. It means we can say 10 to the power 1. 10 to the power 1. 3 upon 10 to the power 1 you can write. If power is 1, so we will place the decimal in numerator after 1 digit from right. After 1 digit from right, because here exponent is 1. 10 to the power 1. So we will place the decimal in numerator after 1 digit, okay, from right. So we can write 0.3 directly. 0.3 directly. Now student, if you are writing 7 upon 100, it means 7 upon 10 to the power 2. Because here number of 0 is 2. So we can write 7 upon 10 to the power 2. Now, if you are changing the fraction into decimal form, here exponent is 2, I mean 10 to the power 2. So we will place the decimal after 2 digits from right. Here number of digit is 1. And you will place the decimal after 2 digits. So mind the difference between 7 and 0, 7. कोई पूछेगा इन दोनों में क्या डिफरेंस है तो आप क्या बोलोगे? दे आर इक्वल, है ना इक्वल? ये भी 7 है, ये भी 7 है ना? So we will place the decimal after 2 digits. It means 7 0.0. 7 upon 10 to the power 2 means 0.07 directly. Now think about this number. You can write 125 upon 10 to the power 3, because the number of zeros are 3. Okay? You can write 125 upon 10 to the power 3. If you want to change it in its decimal form, if you want to change it into its decimal form, okay, then how you can change? Because here exponent is 3. So we will place the decimal after 3 digit from right. Right समझते हैं ना? Very good. 1, 2, 3. So you will write 0.125 because 3 digits present here. Understood, student? So this type of fraction is called decimal fraction. Okay. Now we should write the definition. The fraction having the denominator. The fraction having the denominator in the form 10 to the power n. Here n is the exponent. 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power 2, 10 to the power 3. Here n is the whole number. Here n is the whole number having the denominator in the form 10 to the power n is called decimal fraction. Decimal fraction is called decimal fraction. The fraction having the denominator in the form 10 to the power n. But here n is the whole number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. That is called decimal fraction. You should mind decimal fraction. You can change the fraction in decimal form directly after counting the digit from right. After counting the digit from right, you can change the fraction in decimal form directly. Understood? Okay. Now, student, we should think about two words. Which two words related to this chapter? Like fraction and unlike fraction. Like and unlike. Like and unlike fraction. Like and unlike fraction. Now we are going to think about these two words. Like and unlike fraction. Like and unlike fraction. Okay. Then we should mind these two quotations. The fraction having the equal denominator. The fraction having the equal denominator. The equal denominator the fraction having the equal denominator and B the fraction not having the equal denominator. You can write having unequal denominator. The fraction, okay, the fraction having unequal denominator. Unequal denominator. The fraction having unequal denominator. Equal and unequal. Equal and unequal. Okay. Have you written? The fraction having equal denominator. The fraction having unequal denominator. Sound is okay? The fraction having the equal denominator. The fraction having unequal denominator. Equal and unequal. Okay. The fraction having equal denominator. The fraction having unequal denominator. Now, you can take some example. 13 upon 5. 17 upon 5. 19 upon 5. They have equal denominator, okay? Now, 13 upon 7. 17 upon 9. 19 upon 11. Okay? बंद कर दें फोन भी आता है बार बार। दिनेश का आता है। बंद। हेलो दिनेश। हाँ हाँ, निक रहा, स्कूल में थी, क्लास ले रहा छी। और सब बढ़िया? ठीक। अच्छा। The fraction having an equal denominator and the fraction having equal denominator. Understood? Unequal and equal. Students, so they are called like. They are called like and they are called unlike. Okay? They are called unlike. So you should mind these two words, like and unlike. Okay? Like and unlike. Now, one more word we should try to understand. Equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction, student. Equivalent. The fraction having equal value. The fraction having equal value. Take down. The fraction having equal value. Equal value. The fraction having equal value, they are equivalent. The fraction having equal value, they are equivalent. The fraction having equal value, they are equivalent. How? If you are writing 3 upon 2, okay, okay, and another student is writing 6 upon 4. Ram is writing 3 upon 2. Mohan is writing 6 upon 4. And Rahim is writing 9 upon 6. Ram, Mohan, Rahim. Ram is writing 3 upon 2. This is a fraction. Mohan is writing 6 upon 4. This is a fraction. And Rahim is writing 9 upon 6. This is also a fraction. Okay. Understood now? We are thinking about 3 upon 2, 6 upon 4 and 9 upon 6. Can you guess? After selecting common divisor, here 2 2 ja 4 and 2 3 ja 6. Here 3 2 ja 6 and 3 3 ja 9. You will get 3 upon 2 and you will get here 3 upon 2 also. Now can you say 3 upon 2, 3 upon 2, 3 upon 2? Okay, Ram has written 3 upon 2 now. Mohan has written 3 upon 2 also. And Rahim has written 3 upon 2 also. But these two are different style of Mohan and Rahim. So we should think how we can get 6 upon 4 from 3 upon 2. How we can get 9 upon 6 from 3 upon 2. Now student mind the dosing table. 3 upon 2. If you are reading dosing table of 3 and dosing table of 2, a student 3 2 ja and 2 2 ja. Okay, you can get 3 2 ja 6 and 2 2 ja 4. That is Mohan's fraction. If you are thinking 3 upon 2, dosing table of 3 and 2, 3 times. 3 multiply 3, then 2 multiply 3. Okay? Now you can get 3 3 ja 9 and 2 3 ja 6. That is Rahim. Okay. So Ram, Mohan and Rahim, they are equal, but writing styles different. Fractions showing differently, but giving the value same. Fractions showing differently, but given the value same. It means 3 upon 2, 6 upon 4, and 9 upon 6. They are equivalent. It means they are equivalent. It means after dividing the numerator and denominator by the same number except of 0, after multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same number except of 0, we will get the another fraction that is called equivalent fraction of the given fraction. Okay? In this way, you should mind the equivalent fraction. Okay? Now, I am giving you one problem here. One problem is find 3 equivalent fractions of 7 upon 9. Find 3 equivalent fractions of 7 upon 9. Okay? Find 3 equivalent fractions of 7 upon 9. Now guess how you can think. First you will write 7 upon 9. Then you should start the dodging table. 7 2 ja and 9 2 ja. Okay. Now 7 2 ja 14 and 9 2 ja 18. Second, you should write 7 upon 9 again. Multiply the numerator by 3 and denominator also 3. Now student 7 3 ja 21 and 9 3 ja 27. Again 7 upon 9 you will write, then multiply the numerator and denominator by 4. Okay, find the product. 7 4 the 28 and 9 4 the 36. In this way, you are getting the equivalent fraction of 7 upon 9. They are 14 upon 18. Okay, they are 21 upon 27 and they are 28 upon 36. So these 3 are the equivalent fraction of 7 upon 9. These 3 are the equivalent fractions of 7 upon 9. Okay? Have you understood the concept? Proper fraction, improper fraction, unit fraction, mixed fraction, like fractions, unlike fractions, equivalent fractions. Okay? Bulgar fraction, etc. we will discuss in our next class. Okay? Now mind proper fraction, improper fraction, unit fraction, mixed fraction, decimal fraction, unlike fractions, and equivalent fractions. Understood? Okay. Now student, you will open your book. Try to learn these concepts and do some sums related to these concepts. Okay? We will meet in the same class next day and discuss something about the next concept and the exercise. Okay. Thank you. All the best. Okay, na?